Hello and welcome, Adam Thomas from Balancing Touch Reflexology. So good to see you and thanks for joining me today. Today I want to cover reflexology for Seasonal Affective Disorder, SAD. Seasonal Affective Disorder, SAD, is a type of depression that occurs during specific seasons, usually in the fall and winter when daylight hours are shorter. It affects mental health by causing symptoms such as fatigue, mood swings, difficulty concentrating, and feelings of hopelessness. People with SAD often experience low energy levels and may withdraw socially. The lack of sunlight is thought to disrupt the body's internal clock and affect serotonin levels, which impacts mood. Light therapy, lifestyle changes, and counseling are common treatments to help manage symptoms. So this is a topic that I wanted to cover today because, well, we're in fall and I'm in the northern hemisphere here. Our days are getting shorter and the sun doesn't seem to pop out as much as it used to. And yeah, it's sort of gray and dull starts to happen more frequently. And so I start to feel a little more gray and dull. When we understand this disorder, we can look at all of our points and pick some that are really important that will help be a benefit to SAD. One of them, which we mentions about light and daylight and changing, has to do with our pineal gland. So the pineal gland is located on the medial side of the big toe, right across from the nail bed here, and right above this bump, the knuckle of the big toe here. Check here to see if there's any type of callus or redness or any indication that there might be something going on there. And that will be also another reason to work this area really well. To work this area, I create a little setup like this with my fingers. So my thumb is pushing into my other fingers there, and this is in the middle. So it's holding really stiff. I'm going to be working in this between, on this side here, if you can see, there's a wrinkle here and a wrinkle there. So I'm going to be working right in between here. And when I push, I'm going to be pushing in and I'm going to be pushing down. So that's the way I work it. And when you do that, your finger's not just, bending and flopping all over. So when you create this little setup, it's really great. On the other hand, you're going to be using your fingers like this, and you can support and move the toe across like this. So this is what it looks like when I'm actually working on it. Okay, so it's going to push in and down. I am pushing in this way and down. So what I'm saying in and down, that's how I'm working it. And I'm going to work this 3 times to a set of 3. So it's going to look like this: in and down, 1, 2, 3. And now I've worked that area 3 times, which equals 1 time working it. And then you do it 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And so that's the pineal gland and how to work that. The next one that's really great is to work the entire brain area. And the brain is found not only on the big toe, but all the way across all the toes here. And it doesn't really follow a certain direction, but you just work all the pads of the toes in whatever way works really well for you. And that can be a great benefit. Just working the brain's going to help with mood, going to help balance all those toes. What can end up happening a lot is your toes kind of retract when you're not feeling great. This is really interesting, and they kind of want to hide away and run away as well. So opening up the toes and keeping them nice and relaxed and open is going to be really great and help benefit the brain, reflexes, and also just helping open up those toes and feel more grounded and stable here. Another one that has to really do with grounding and relaxation is the solar plexus point, or the K1 point, which I like to call it, which is the kidney 1 acupressure point. That is found right here. Ways to work this is totally different than acupuncture. Obviously, we don't want to put needles in there unless you are an acupuncturist. So we use our thumb And I like to use both of them, and I do a full relaxation technique here where I hold in the center with quite a bit of pressure and I push straight in and I hold it for a good, let's say 20 seconds at least. And then after that, you can pull down on the diaphragm, down, 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 moving all the way across. Holding this point is so powerful as well. It really allows clients to relax on a deeper level. You can use this point, I find, at the very beginning of a session, in the middle where you're actually working it quite a bit more, and at the very, very end, just holding this point is going to be a great benefit. Showing this to your clients as well, to reach down and find a way to hold on to these points is really great. You can sit, if they're flexible enough, they can sit cross-legged and they can hold those points. Another way to do it would be to, here I'll just show you. So I'm kneeling down here and I can find my solar plexus points and push in just like that. So those three right there, with a session of reflexology, the whole session, which is doing all the points from the top all the way down the foot, is going to be ideal for any type of mood and changing of the seasons, no matter what it is, from spring to summer even. There's stuff that our body has to adjust and things that have to be, balanced. And so getting a reflexology session, I think, is a great way to do that, and it's a great tool. What else is really important is having non-reflexology tools as well. And so I want to cover a whole list of 7 items that are a great benefit and have been proven to help with people who have conditions such as seasonal affective disorder. So number 1 tip, non-reflexology related, is just simply getting outside. And the best time is in the mornings if you can. If the sun's out, that's even a great added bonus because you will get some more benefit from that. Even if it's cloudy, you still get natural light. If it's in the morning, you're telling your brain that it's, daytime. That is the first tip, is just find some natural light and expose yourself to it as much as possible. Number 2, staying active. So this can be incorporated into number 1 as well by adding a walk and getting out in the natural light. So you're getting 2 for 1 here. So finding something that you enjoy doing, things like getting out and going for a walk, yoga, those kind of things can be a great way to boost your mood when it's all cloudy and stuff. Today is a beautiful day out today, so it's easier to stay a little happier. But incorporating movement into getting as much light as possible is a really great thing you can do. I'm in the kitchen here because number 3 has to do with maintain a healthy diet. So include mood boosting foods, fruits and vegetables, whole grains and lean proteins. So making your diet more whole food based has been shown to help with mood disorders, depression, things like that. And avoiding things like sugar and processed food. So we know this. When we're not feeling good, we tend to be picking foods that are not beneficial to our health and helping out the mood, and then we spiral even further down. So maintaining a healthy diet when you're not feeling good can be a great benefit. Number 4 is a really big component, I believe, and it's a difficult one because there's so many things out there now that confuse you, and you try one method and then there's another method that comes up and it seems to be better, and what ends up happening is you end up just spiraling and checking out different types of it. And this has to do with the practice of mindfulness and relaxation. So finding some techniques that really work with you, keep them simple is the only thing I can say, and keep them regular. Those tend to be the hardest things to do, is just keep simple techniques and keep them regular. So find whatever works best for you. To me, mindfulness is just being aware of what's going on when you're feeling not so great, and sitting with that energy and letting it just do its thing, and trying not to attach your whole story to it being, for me, if something's like that, I tend to be like, oh, I shouldn't be feeling this way. Why am I the only one feeling this way? Things like that. You just start spiraling down a different way, saying, oh no, I'm not doing meditation right, or I'm not doing mindfulness things right. Just sitting with the energy, especially if you're just not feeling great, just sitting with that energy can be quite an amazing practice in itself. And just being mindful of where that energy wants to pull you can be a great benefit for you. Deep breathing is also very good too, because when we're not feeling good, we tend to breathe differently. Practicing a different breathing technique can be a great benefit. Be mindful of how it is when you're not feeling great, how it is that you're breathing. And once you sort of go, oh, okay, wow, I'm really breathing in certain areas or not breathing in certain areas, learning and practicing a deep breathing can be a benefit. So finding somebody who can teach you that is great. Progressive muscle relaxation. So this is interesting as well, is when we're not feeling great, we have a hard time relaxing. We think we're relaxed, but we're actually not. So really starting somewhere in the body, so you can go from your feet and work all the way up and just check in on each part of your body. Like for example, start on your right foot. You can even sort of tense it, and then you can kind of relax and go, okay. And then over to the right foot. Tense it a little bit or move it around, and then fully try and relax it. And then you work up all the way. So you can work on your shin, this side, over here, and then work up to your quadriceps, and just work all the way up your body. And it's a great thing to do, is just kind of like say hello to that muscle or that area that you're working on, and then just try and fully relax it. And then just slowly take your time and work all the way up. So this can be a great practice as well. And it just lets you, on a deeper level, it actually will train your brain and show your body that you are more in control than you actually think you are. So number 5 has to do with staying connected. What happens a lot of times is when we're not feeling good, we don't want to see other people. So we avoid family, we avoid friends, and we isolate ourselves. And this can be a real big problem with any type of emotional, mood, depression category of things. So connecting, making sure that you're just getting out, even if you don't feel like it, just push yourself a bit to connect with a family member, a friend, anybody. Doesn't matter. When you're outside on your walk, stop and have a conversation with somebody. Just so you don't start isolating yourself, which tends to be a huge problem. And so many studies are out there that we are social beings, and the further we get away from each other and our communities, the worse we tend to be, and we start ending up with a whole bunch of different issues, mental problems, anxieties, depressions, all that stuff. Staying connected with friends, family, the community is a great help for anybody who has trouble with this SAD. So number 6 has to do with establishing a routine. This seems really boring, and who wants to do that? Especially people who have any type of depression and stuff. They want to run their own routine. They don't feel like getting up and going to work and having a steady time that they want to eat and things like that. But it's really, really important. In my life, I have found this to be one of the most important things, because I was not following any type of routine. I was an artist my whole life, still am. Not having a routine was part of my rebellion, artistry sort of, world. I didn't notice how it was affecting my life until I had kids, and you have to follow a regular schedule because they get up early. And so if I'm staying up all night, it's going to cause issues. And so them having a routine really forced me to have a routine. And by doing that for many years now, I've noticed a huge change in my overall well-being, mental anxiety, depression, mood. All of that was really helped by having a regular routine, providing structure and a sense of normal, right? Which is what we're looking for when we don't feel comfortable in our lives and, mood issues and things like that. Just feeling comfortable, having things and feeling safe of having a routine does that for us. So I really think this is a good point to start to add into your life if you don't have that already. And the last one is seek professional help. If your SAD is severe, getting your feet worked on and trying a couple of relaxation techniques is not going to be enough. Seeking professional help where they have tools that can be a great benefit to you and have studied the mind, have studied this symptom and these issues, they're the ones that know and can help a lot more than going to a reflexologist whose main focus, at least my main focus, is relaxation and well-being, right? When I'm dealing with clients that have a severe problem in any topic, I like to refer them to somebody who specializes in that. And getting professional help is definitely and really important to do. Those are kind of 7 tips outside of the reflexology world that can help, and I do tell my clients this. So if I'm working on them and these type of things, and even if they don't have a condition of SAD, we all notice the changing of seasons, and it's just when the sun isn't out a lot, it can be a challenge for all of us. Some people obviously feel it a lot more and get affected by it. Their whole life gets affected by it. So incorporating these lifestyle changes and ideas into reflexology, I find is a nice, I'm a little bit biased because I love reflexology, and I think it's a benefit for everything out there. But incorporating a lot of these and giving those 7 points as home play for clients, I just think is really great. That way it becomes more of a holistic approach to well-being and helping out your clients as much as you can. I hope this helps and you got something from this video. Let me know. You can comment below. And maybe I left some stuff out. Of course I left some stuff out. I don't know everything. But the community of you brilliant reflexologists know a lot. So please leave a comment below if you yourself struggle with this and maybe these tips helped you, or if you have some additional tips that you can add in. I would love to hear them. So yeah, until next time, this is Adam from Balancing Touch, and remember to keep those feet happy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. If you're interested in learning more about reflexology, you could subscribe to the channel below. It's also very helpful to hit that like button, and feel free to share it with anybody who you think might be interested in it. You can find my online courses, Reflexology Charts, and other reflexology goodies over on my website, which is balancingtouch.ca. Thank you so much for watching today, and if you have some more time, you can check out some other videos. Till next time, this is Adam Thomas from balancingtouch.ca. See you later.